The Chaunce Hayden Show is sponsored by Hover.com. Go to gfq.hover.com and get 10% off your entire purchase. FreshBooks. FreshBooks is an easy-to-use online invoicing service that saves you time, gets you paid faster, and makes you look professional. Get started completely for free at freshbooks.com. And by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook by going to audiblepodcast.com/GFQ. Location provided by Sapphire New York. Visit them at nysapphire.com.
You think you have me all down, you think you have me, I will always be one step ahead.
Don't hurt me, for real. Ah! Ah! Look at her teeth! No, she has fangs! I'm not even kidding!
No.
Ah! 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 Oh God! Oh God! Oh my God! Are you insane? Welcome to the Chaunce Hayden Show, a special show this evening, live from the GFQ network in Bayside, Queens, New York. Did I really just say that? Bayside, Queens, New York. Are we honestly broadcasting from Bayside, Queens, New York? We've gone from the Sapphire Gentlemen's Club, the world's greatest gentlemen's club in New York City, where there's about 50 naked strippers, all the booze you can drink for free, all the food you can eat, the most incredible experience, limousines, red carpet, everything you can imagine. And for some bizarre, unknown reason, my boss, Andrew Zarian, suggested tonight we do the show.
I just wanted the
from
night
his
off.
living room in Bayside, Queens.
I wanted the night off. Do I have to go to a strip club every Wednesday night?
Do you honestly feel, my boss, Andrew Zarian, that having my producer, Shauna Thompson, and myself here in your home is a night off?
For me, yes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No.
So this is great for me.
Because all I'm doing is absorbing everything in your house.
It's
and how,
so weird. Right?
And I'm learning. It's like crawling into your head. And I'm realizing, and I'm assuming most people watching this show are fans of Andrew and not mine, because Andrew is on the air like every second of every minute of the day, and I'm on for
I'm really not on that much. I'm on once a day, at most once an hour.
You are on
every hour.
Every hour.
Hey, Shauna.
Hey,
and I look around the studio. We're basically in his living room is where we are, and all I see are, it's like a montage of Andrew. I see paintings of Andrew. I see the Stepping Out cover poster of Andrew. I see all the little toys of Andrew's past. It's such an Andrew experience. I feel like I'm inside. Do you ever see the movie back in the 60s called Voyage? I think it was called Voyage to the Bottom. Or what was the movie where the people shrunk?
Voyage to the Center of the Earth?
No.
Yeah, when they go into the person's body.
They're injected into somebody's body, and Raquel Welch was in it, and the little green boogers attached to her body, and she almost dies, and anti-whatever. I feel like I've been injected into your body, and this is where we are right now. We're inside Andrew's body, and this is like your inner workings. Yeah. Everything in this house is about your weirdness and your insanity.
Well, what else? I mean, other than the studio, what else is other than the newly waxed
bloody
floors?
Dog poo?
Yeah, the bloody dog poo. Yeah, which it wasn't blood.
And Andrew and his beautiful wife decide that they're going to make us dinner before the start of the show. Very nice gesture, believe me. Such a nice gesture on your part. Shauna and I got here extra early. No forks, no napkins.
Nope.
I mean, I've never saw anything like it. You actually slapped a paper. This is Andrew's idea of serving you dinner, a guest dinner. He takes a paper plate, some pasta, slaps it on a plate.
You're lucky you got that much. What did you want?
And you know what? You have to ask for a fork and knife. They don't even give you a fork and knife.
No.
It's just pasta on a plate. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's it. That's your Andrew. When I have people over for dinner, do you realize I think...
Yeah, but you're not people. I mean,
I think about the music.
This.
I think about the ambiance. I adjust the light levels. I think about the music we're going to be playing during dinner.
What music do you want me to play?
You gave me a paper plate with not even a fucking knife or a napkin. And then when I asked for a napkin, you know what you said to me?
What do you want, some Billy Joel?
I asked for a napkin. And you know what you said to me?
We don't have it.
We don't have napkins.
No.
This is $1 million home. You don't have a napkin?
No.
You don't have a napkin in this house?
$40,000 studio, $1 million home.
Believe me, people that are watching this, I'm not making it up. This is not to be funny. His wife, Jessica, his partner in this business called the GFQ Network, literally had to give me her sleeve to wipe my face off the pasta and the paper plate shit.
Well, can we go into how you have no idea what ricotta cheese is? You never seen that cheese. You've never seen ricotta.
Out of a paper bag, no. No, I've never seen it come out of a paper bag. They were taking things out of the refrigerator that were in plastic bags and squeezing them onto. It was like you were in a spaceship. You know when you're on a spaceship and they give you like the turkey dinners and you squeeze it out of a toothpaste tube? That's what dinner at Andrew's house is like. He actually takes dinner and squeezes it out of a toothpaste tube and tries to convince you that you're having pasta. It's all out of a tube.
For the record, everybody, I thought it was a great dinner, and I've seen all of those things. It's just Chauncey being deprived of having somebody actually cook for him.
So you're not, so Shauna, you're not offended when you're invited over to dinner and somebody serves you dinner on a paper plate?
Absolutely not.
Because it wasn't even 2 paper plates. You know what? When it's like somebody who likes you, know what they'll do? They'll take 2 paper plates and they'll put them together so it can hold it doesn't like tear apart. Not only does he give you a paper plate, but he doesn't give you the double paper plate. So you find yourself actually eating part of the paper because the plate's disintegrating while the spaghetti sauce.
Do you think this is sapphires?
But when you invite somebody over, this is why nobody comes to your house. You have to serve. You have a dining room that's one of the most amazing dining rooms I've ever seen. Isn't that the moment that you take a real porcelain plate and you put it on the table?
Because from what I know about you, you don't deserve to have any of that.
How many
Shauna, would you give him your fine china? No, right?
Probably not.
Not even your fine china. Just take a fucking plate, a real plate. I would serve you. If you came to my house, if you were my worst enemy, I would take a plate out of the cabinet and I would serve your food on a... You fucking took out a paper plate. And not even a fork and a knife. Not even a plastic fork and a knife. Yeah. You didn't even give me a fork and a knife.
No.
Well, pasta.
How'd you eat it?
I had to beg your father for a fucking fork. If it wasn't for your father, I would still be sitting out there looking at pasta melting on a paper plate.
Oh, yeah,
it's the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
The ice cream.
Dude, it's insane. You can't treat people like this. It's absolutely insane. You're really, seriously, Andrew, it's crazy. It's crazy. I will never come to your house again. But I can't even imagine what it's like coming here for a party. Like, what's wrong with you? You know better. You know better.
Okay.
Fine. You know what? Just be appreciative. They made us dinner. Why are you complaining?
I'll tell you why I'm complaining, because I'm stressed.
People saying I should have taken you out somewhere.
And you know what? I thought that. You know what? They're right. When we were driving here, I saw at least 3 restaurants, and I said to and I know you so well at this point. I said, this is going to suck. This dinner is going to be the worst thing ever. I said, all these restaurants, wouldn't it have been nice if Andrew said, let's meet at this beautiful steakhouse down the street from my house?
When? What time?
Like
what time?
6.
Oh,
6.
Were you here at 6? No, you were at 7. I could have been here at 6. I was invited at 7. I could have been here at 6. Beautiful steakhouse down the street. I said, wouldn't it have been nice if Andrew just said, let me take them out for dinner and have a... By the way, we take everybody out. We take everybody out to dinner. You're the only one we haven't taken out to dinner.
Well, I know why you do. Because you're not capable of entertaining. You don't have the social
Because I get
skills.
calls from Mike from Sapphire telling me, hey, listen, the $1,600 tab that was built, nobody left a tip.
So was this a statement? Were you getting back? See, this is a statement, Shauna. This is a statement. He was making a statement tonight. This is weird. This is darker than I thought. This is a lot darker than I thought, because nobody in their right mind would serve paper plates with no fork to a guest they invited over their house. This was a statement by Andrew and his wife. They were saying they're mad at us. Am I wrong? What?
No. See, I see if it's going to be a statement. It's a good statement. If anything, it just means that they're so comfortable with us that they invited us into their home as actual
You've had
friends.
2 bottles of wine, by the way.
So they're so Shauna, my beautiful producer, you're saying that Jessica,
yes,
and Andrew Zarian, our bosses,
yes,
are so comfortable with us that they thought it would be a good idea to invite us to their home and serve us pasta on paper plates and cheese out of a paper bag, out of a plastic bag, and not give us fork and knives or
What
napkins.
plastic bag is he talking
He's
about?
talking about the cheese.
The
bag.
cheese came out of a plastic
where-
bag.
where
Dude,
most-
where were
It was
you?
shredded cheese.
Where
Out of a
most shredded cheese
plastic
comes
bag.
from.
Out of a plastic bag.
Have you ever had shredded cheese?
No, because he's
When
never
have you had-
really had anybody cook for him.
Cook
He
for me.
doesn't understand.
Are you honestly, Andrew, can you honestly sit there and dude, I love you. I do. If I have a best friend in the world, it's you. Seriously.
So then stop.
Oh,
being
But
bothered
but
with
I
the
want
plate.
I
So
want you
upset
to,
by that.
but I want you to understand something, and you need to understand this, dude. You can't invite guests to your home and not give them fork and knives or napkins. And
The
serve
food wasn't
I'm not
ready.
done. And serve them paper plates. You can't.
Your biggest gripe is the paper plates. That's what you're
And not
upset
having utensils to eat the food
about.
with.
Why
or
should
napkins to wipe your
just because
face
they don't
with.
want to do dishes.
But you can't do it. It's insanity. I almost think you're setting me up. Do you think I have no material for tonight? Honest to God, I'm not even joking. This is not a bit. I honestly think that you were worried I had no material for tonight. So you said, what can we do to get Chaunce to have something to talk about? So let's not give him forks or knives. Let's not give him napkins and serve him pasta on a paper plate. Let's do that. Honestly.
See, people are saying you're there for work. You're lucky Andrew didn't feed you in a dog dish.
Well, don't feed me anything then. I don't need to come here for food. There's a dining down the street.
No, you were starving. First of all, I tell this guy, we're cooking dinner. He's like, "Oh, can I have turkey chili?" I'm like,
Special
"No."
requests.
So how about
Chili.
fish and chips?
No. What we have tonight is pasta on paper plates with no knives, forks, and napkins. That's the menu.
But very good pasta on paper plate. So it
It's
doesn't
crazy.
matter.
It's crazy.
It
It's
doesn't
no.
matter.
It's seriously no. There's no defending it. I know
wow,
I'm in your
wow,
house.
no one cooks for
I know I'm in your
me.
house. And Shauna is ultra polite. But dude, please. I don't know who's listening. I don't know if one person is listening or a billion. I don't know who's listening to this.
You have a thing.
No.
You have a video in front of you.
All right, everybody who's listening, everyone who's listening, come on, turn the volume up for a second. Shut out everything that's going on around you. Listen to me speak for 1 second, and I'm dead serious. If you were invited to someone's home for dinner, is everybody listening? Follow along, please. They set you up at a counter, not the table. They have a beautiful... No! They have a beautiful dining room table. Beautiful. One of the best I've ever seen. They slap you on a stool at a counter. They take a paper plate. They put it in front of you. They take pasta, slap it on the paper plate. They go into the refrigerator, take a plastic bag full of some shit, I don't know what it is, and squeeze it on top of the pasta.
I'm calling
No,
Jeff.
no, you're not.
I'm calling Jeff.
Well, you're going to be quiet while
I'm
I finish.
calling Jeff.
You're going to be quiet while I finish.
She's gonna punch you in the face.
You all are going to be quiet while I finish. Sorry about that. Let me finish. Then they look at you and they say, enjoy. There's no fork, there's no knife, and there are no napkins. And you look at this paper plate with this pasta and some red sauce on it and this gooey white shit that they just squeezed out of a plastic bag. And that is your dinner. Now, am I being hypersensitive? Am I overreacting? Or is that the most bizarre fucking thing you've ever heard of in your entire life? If I'm wrong, and I listen, if I'm wrong, please go into the chat room and say I'm overreacting. But if you think I'm wrong, then I will apologize to Andrew and Jessica right now. But in my life, when I've invited people over for dinner, I have tried to make it a pleasant dining experience.
But you're not here for dinner.
You actually
No,
yelled at me and
you're
said,
not here
are
for
you
dinner."
sure you're going to be here at 7? Are you sure you're going to be here at 7 o'clock is what you said.
Yes, because I want to start the show at 8.
So it's 7 o'clock. You had to make sure the paper plates were on the counter.
Yes, I did.
You were worried that the paper plates were not on the counter at 7 o'clock
Yes.
without the forks, knives, and napkins.
I had to make sure, and you were still late. You're supposed to be here at 6.
You know what? I think why the counter's really bothering him. Am I allowed to air your dirty laundry right now?
Go ahead.
You don't like people looking at you eat. So I think the
I don't.
proximity.
Really? I didn't know that.
No, I
the
don't.
proximity of
No, I don't.
us sitting together like that. I think it bothered you.
Why? Why don't you like people
But you know what,
watching
Shauna?
you eat?
Shauna, normally I would agree with you, except for the fact that I couldn't eat. It actually was a plus It was a plus because there was no fork or knife, so I had an excuse not to eat the food. Because unless I took my head and dropped it into the plate and ate like a dog.
This is a guy who eats dog food every week at Sapphire's.
And then as I leave,
It's a guy that eats turkey chili every single week.
And as you leave the kitchen, all you see is bloody dog poo all over the house. Dude, what is going on here?
I don't know.
What is going on here?
It's so bizarre.
I feel like I'm at home, so don't worry about Chauncey. Screw it.
Is your living situation better than this?
My living situation? Yeah. Let me tell you something, Andrew. Where I live, as bad as my personal life is, and my personal life is bad.
Oh, yeah,
it's bad. It's a shitload better than this. When you come to my house, you feel like you just ate the Four Seasons. When you come to my house, I'll spend.
Who's cooking?
Yeah,
Me. When you come.
What do you cook?
What do you want? I have anything you want. I will prepare, and it will be like you're eating in the Four Seasons. I will spend the whole day deciding on the ambiance.
You're a man that can't even manage your cell phone. You expect me to think you could cook?
You come to my house. I will invite you guys to my house one night, and you will see the difference between an experience at Chaunce Hayden's house and Andrew's house.
First of all, this is not an experience at Andrew's house because you guys came, you guys are doing the show, and I'm feeding you because I feel bad because I know Chaunce is going to cry.
You know what Shauna said to me on the way in, and I'm going to rat you out.
Oh my God, what did I say?
We're driving in, and Shauna says, "Oh, Andrew's making us dinner. Maybe we should bring something like wine or beer." Like, are you out of your fucking mind? We're doing this for free. Not only should she give us dinner, he should blow us while we're here. What are you kidding me?
I like how that was you ratting me out over saying something polite and nice.
I'm gonna rat you out, Shauna. You believe the nerve of this animal wanting to bring wine and food?
That's like Carmen saying, "Dude, you're gay. I just blew you." From South Park.
That one's
dude, I just blew you. You're so gay.
It's all right. I'm just going to tell Jess and watch what's going to happen when she comes
She's
down.
going to punch you in the face.
No, she's not, because she knows I'm right.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I don't want to spend the whole show on this. Can we move on, please? Because there's a lot to get to. Because Andrew says we need. What do we need? Oh, what do we need?
I don't want to talk about it.
No. What do we need? We need. Say it.
Segments?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Andrew gets so mad at me.
I thought you were going somewhere else.
No. Every Thursday morning when we do the show, Andrew says to me, "I think we need some segments. We need to segue into segments." So what segment was that? What do you want to call that? Can we call that the opening segment?
The ungrateful Chauncey 15
Can we call that the fucked up dinner from Andrew segment?
Yeah. I'll write that down.
So every week we'll do the fucked up dinner from Andrew segment. The other segment I'd like to get to before we get into the show, and may I also say, for those still listening, you're never going to get a guest here in Queens. There's
who's coming?
Oh, who's coming?
I got a huge
tonight.
Guest coming. Not tonight. Nobody's
No, you know why?
Come
Because nobody's coming.
When you're here,
nobody's coming to this house in Queens. Who's
coming? First of all, who's coming to your show?
We've had every major celebrity on my show.
Oh, really? Who?
We have had all the Real Housewives have come on my show.
When was
We've
this?
had the Jersey Delicious people on the show.
When
We've
was
had the
this?
Jersey Shore people on the show.
When was this?
We've had singers. We've had actors. We've had
dominatrix.
We've had
whores.
We've had penthouse pets. You know who's coming to Bayside Queens? Your dad. That's what you're getting on your show. Is your father.
I have a huge guest coming in about 3 weeks.
The guy who invented what? What did he invent?
No, didn't invent anything.
Some guy invented some bizarre gadget that nobody even knows what it is.
Didn't invent anything.
A real celebrity.
Massive celebrity. Very well known. I'm not going to say the name.
You know why? Because it doesn't exist.
No, because it's not 100% confirmed.
Because, it's not going to be. It's not confirmed.
It's 99% confirmed.
No one they're going to unconfirm it when they realize it's Bayside Queens.
No, they know where it is.
They think it's New York.
No, they know where it is.
They don't know where we are.
I'm just curious, Shauna.
Do you know where we are?
Who are the A-list celebrities Chauncey has lined up?
Oh, Charlie Sheen's Mistresses. I think that was a pretty big show.
That went great.
I think that was a big show. Oh, because the technology wasn't there to broadcast it.
Yeah.
But did I not book them?
Okay, so whores.
Whores.
And what else? And whores.
And reality stars.
And whores.
Actors. Actresses.
You do a great job, Chauncey.
Ben Vereen?
Ben Vereen, it's a good guess. Very good guess.
Get Ben Vereen in Bayside, Queens,
I don't think Ben
and I will
Vereen-
bow to you.
I don't think Ben Vereen knew where he was at that
No,
point.
I think this probably would have
I'll tell you what, though. Ben Vereen would know he's in Bayside, Queens, and he wouldn't be here. Like, he would say, Bayside, Queens? I don't think I can do that. I'm going to have to pass tonight. Dude, where are you? Look what you're doing here. Look where you are. I'm the voice of reason for you tonight. You need this. You need to hear this. You seriously need to hear this. I don't know who kisses your ass here or what goes on here when I'm not. I mean, this is my second time here. I don't know what people tell you. You got to get out of here. You're in Bayside, Queens.
Why would I leave? Why
You're
would
in
I
your
leave?
house.
Oh, okay. So why don't we, Shauna? How about this? We shut down the entire operation here and permanently broadcast from Sapphires.
Yes.
Permanently.
Yo, it'd be
With
brilliant.
Brilliant. Going on in the background, with the lights falling from the ceiling.
Would you rather have strippers, free booze,
Oh, I'm fine here.
or be in your home in Bayside,
Oh,
Queens?
you know what's the sick part? I would rather be here with
You
no
would.
camera.
I
I
know
would
you
rather
would.
stare at a fucking
You'd
wall
rather have not even
all
a
day.
camera. You would
Yeah.
do. You know how crazy you are. You would do this show with no cameras,
No camera, no
and
mics, nothing.
and the computer not even plugged in.
No, not plugged in.
You would
Just
do,
stare at a wall.
You would do the show. You would do an hour show with not even electricity. You would.
Chaun,
wouldn't.
Andrew doesn't even have to wear shoes here. Of
No,
course
look
he
at me.
likes it better here.
I have my shoes cuffed up.
And I love you. Dude, I love you. I love you. Like, I love you in a gay way. Like, I love you in a gay way.
I know that.
I love you in a way that I've never kissed a man, and I could kiss you. Like, I love you that kind of way. And I'm being honest
You're
with
such
you.
a vile human being.
You should have seen the way he was looking at you when your arms on your hair were intertwined
I know.
with his.
I
I got
know. He got
really
excited.
nervous
You know
that I was going to have to
You know
get
why?
Jess.
He got really
you know why I
excited.
love you, Andrew? Because if I could picture my perfect woman,
It would be me.
she'd look like you. If I could draw,
Yeah, you like the short hair.
If I could draw the black soft
He
velvety,
does.
the black velvety short hair, if you were a woman, I mean, if I could draw you, you would be my perfect woman. Perfect woman.
You do
Even
love,
with a little bit of a goatee,
It's fine for you.
I'd still go.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't bother me.
I'm not pale enough though.
No, you're
Not
very
pale
you're,
enough
you're,
for you.
You're very pale,
Right? He likes the pale
yeah,
girls.
you do like the girls that have butch haircuts and no tits.
Yeah,
That's what you like.
Andrew's tits are just big enough.
Yeah, I can move
Like
them.
you-
Actually.
yeah, you're
I can juggle them.
bang, bang, bang. Your tits are just about the right size for me. You're my perfect woman. You
I know.
are
We
my
do
perfect
well
woman.
as a couple.
Sean, are you
Where would you take me?
Sean,
Where
are
would
you
you take me
offended
out-
by that? Are you offended over the fact that I look at Andrew and I'm more turned on by Andrew than I am you?
No,
Like,
because I've seen what you go for, so I'm clearly not in the butch haircut, no tit category.
you know what I
so-
think? Even what's even more
Not
bizarre
offended.
about this whole conversation is that I think Andrew kind of likes what
I
I'm
do.
saying.
I
like
do,
I
actually.
think your ego is so out of control
Yeah.
that you're like, hey, he likes me more than Shauna.
No, my ego is totally. I'll admit to that. Yeah.
And listen, can I just say, I got to start talking about this before we go on with the show because there's so much to talk
More about me?
Oh, yay.
You wish there was, Andrew, but no, there's not. We're
Oh,
done with
thank
you
God.
now. We're done with you now.
Okay, thank you.
And yet now you're sad, aren't you?
little
You were
bit.
like, I was kind of hoping this whole thing would be about me tonight. Despite the fact that you have a crown hanging from your wall and the stepping out poster and the paintings and all the little Andrew thingies. Paraphernalia. No, what I want to say to people, and this is a very special announcement. We could even do this as a commercial if you wanted to.
A live read?
We could do it as a live read.
Okay, go ahead.
And this may be the most important thing I've ever said on the air. And I've been doing this for how long, Sean? A year and a half?
Yeah, you're.
Do you know what this is?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm about to say
Just gonna
the
go
most important thing.
Totally off the cliff.
No, this is important. Listen, everybody. I want the world to if you're broadcasting around the world, Andrew, is it local or around the world? Where are we?
Around the world.
So if you're in China, Australia, Spain, South America, Russia, if you're listening to this show right now, you need to know this. It's the most important thing I will ever say on these airwaves. If you're married, break up with your girlfriend right now because Christmas is coming. And there's nothing more stressful than having a girlfriend when you're married during the holiday season.
A girlfriend when you're married? Like,
Yeah.
okay, like a
This is
like
the
a
time.
commode.
This is the time. September, late September, early October, and a lot of people forget this because you don't realize how fast the holidays are upon us.
Very fast.
Thanksgiving is here.
Yeah.
You have to break up with your girlfriend
If you're married.
If you're married. Now is the time to have that fight. Just till after January 1st, because that girlfriend is thinking major Christmas present. She's thinking Thanksgiving dinner with her parents. She's thinking where are we going for Halloween. She's thinking New Year's Eve, that kiss at midnight. You can't do any of that. You're married.
Now, can we discuss this hypothetical girlfriend? Does the hypothetical girlfriend know that you're married?
Yes.
She knows. She doesn't
well,
care.
she may or may not. Either way, she doesn't give a fuck. This is the time. And people take it for granted. You guys know who are hearing this broadcast what I'm saying. Andrew, you're a straight. You don't do this shit. I know you're gay, but for you straight guys out there that aren't metrosexual, that like most of us have girlfriends besides our wives. Now, late September, early October at the latest is when you need that fight. You need that fight to break up with the girl to get you through New Year's Eve. You make up. Now, are you talking
early
about January.
You're talking about a gift and that being a reason, or are you talking about like?
I'm talking about saving
the
about.
cycle-
I'm talking about saving about $30,000 and maybe your marriage.
Why? What happens?
Because how, Andrew? How are you going to balance? How are you going to cheat on your wife during Thanksgiving? What do you do on Thanksgiving Day? What are you going to do? What do you tell your girlfriend that when you're married? What do you tell your girlfriend on Thanksgiving Day?
I'm spending time with my family.
And
You're the girlfriend.
she says, so I'm going to be alone.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you,
shouldn't
motherfucker.
You shouldn't be banging a married guy.
What if she doesn't know you're married?
Oh, see, that's a problem. Well, you know what you say? You say I'm spending time with my family.
All right, so you can skate. You might skate.
You could
you might
Thanksgiving.
skate through Thanksgiving.
Yeah, not Christmas.
Now Christmas comes.
New Year's you cannot.
New Year's, there's no escaping from. Christmas
You can still do. You do the little gift thing. You do your own Christmas.
But if you're gonna escape it during Christmas, you have to get such an expensive gift to get through Christmas to make up for the fact that you're
About
not there
$1,000.
Christmas
You're
morning.
gonna
At least Tiffany. You're going to Tiffany's and you're spending big money. At least.
You know what would
And then you got New Year's Eve.
You know what would solve all of these problems?
No.
If you just weren't a pig. How about that?
How about we just beat the fuck out of you in the studio and then we show it on camera and we laugh while we're kicking the shit out of you?
All this fairy tale crushing material.
I know.
Every week. My heart is hardening. Just why is it so
Since
hard?
Shauna has known me, her hatred for men has increased. On what level,
I know.
Shauna? Honestly,
You know
From the
what?
time you
But I'm
started
still
the show,
hope. I'm still hope. Shauna sees me and says,
because you're a
It's
gay
like
man.
I have the devil and the angel on my shoulder.
Andrew is not
every
straight,
week on
though.
Wednesday.
well, how am I not straight? Because I don't cheat
Because
like you.
He's
No, because you wear makeup.
I don't wear makeup. I have no makeup on.
Mascara?
No, I have no makeup on.
No ruse.
I put on a little bronzer when the lights are a little.
There you go. So you're gay, obviously. Obviously, you're gay.
Put on a little bronzer
Yeah, there
every
you
now
go.
and then. but that's about
You're
it.
gay. Listen, I'm dead fucking serious, guys, and people, and believe me, Andrew, Shauna, the people who are watching this broadcast who have girlfriends know exactly what I'm saying, exactly, and they're saying, Chauncey's fucking right.
At this moment, I can't wait till March. March is going to be a really good month for me.
And you know what's great about that, Andrew? That nobody knows what you're talking about, and we're not going to discuss it.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that you can just make obscure references during my show that mean nothing to nobody.
Except to you.
Except to me.
Yeah.
To be hurtful to me. To be hurtful to me. And you know what? And it's really not even that hurtful because I don't give a fuck. So that obscure reference that only hurts me so badly and only makes my life and the stress level of my life so terrible, it means nothing to the people, to the 116 listeners of the show right now. It means nothing to me. But for you 116 people who may have a girlfriend and are married, this is when you have, and I'm going to tell them how to get through it. This is what you do. You start a fight. You start a fight now.
What do you start the fight over?
It could be anything. It could be anything at all. No, you do. You make it so her life is impossible. You say, I want to go to dinner on a night when she can't go to dinner.
Do you want to role play?
Yeah.
I'll be the girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay. You're Chauncey. I'm the girlfriend.
All right, so what's your name, Andrew?
No. Give
What?
me a name.
Andrea.
Shauna.
Andrea.
That's what I was going to
Andrea.
say.
Okay.
Andrea.
Okay.
Okay, let's do a phone call.
Okay.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hey, Andrea.
Yes.
It's Chauncey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm so good.
I'm excited about tonight.
Well, listen, I want to talk to you about tonight. Listen.
Okay.
Listen, I pulled my back tonight. I pulled a muscle, and I can't get out of bed. But I want to tell you something.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, my God.
Are you okay?
I think so.
Want me to come by?
No.
I'll come by.
No, you can't come by. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm on painkillers, and they're making me vomit. And
Oh,
I can't
I'm
stop
gonna come
vomiting.
by. Hold on.
No, wait, hold on.
Let me tell the kids I'm gonna go take care of Chauncey. Hey,
I got a better idea.
what
Andrea,
happened?
Andrea?
What happened?
So instead, it's Thursday. Let's do this.
Yeah.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
I had to take Dennis to soccer. Then
Wait.
I had to do homework with the kids.
What time is soccer?
6 o'clock.
Oh, you're kidding.
I can
kidding.
cancel. Don't worry. I'll take Jimmy to pick up the kids. It's fine.
Because what I wanted to do is, this is what I wanted to
What
do.
happened?
No, Andrea, this is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I thought we'd get on a JetBlue flight.
Okay.
And for 3 days, we go to L.A.
Oh, no problem. I'll have the grandparents watch them. That's done. Okay, let's go.
Did I say for this week? I meant next week.
Oh, that's fine too.
Do you have anything to do ever?
No, I have nothing to do. I'm dating Chaunce Hayden. I'm a big celebrity now.
You know what? You're such a douchebag. Stop. No, be
No.
real.
Well, I could do it this week, but next week it's going to be hard.
What's
because
the worst night for you?
Thursday because of PTA conference.
Oh, you do? Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Because what I was going to say is this.
What?
That's the one night where I literally have nothing to do, and I had a special night planned for us. Are you serious? You have to go to PTA?
What did you have planned for us?
Wait a second. Do you really have PTA?
I do.
You know something? It's not working. It's not working.
I'm
And I'll tell
picking
you-
my kids
No, it's not
over
working.
you, Chauncey.
It's not working. You and your children, because I'm always there for you, and I'm trying to
and I'm
plan
never
ahead.
there for you when you broke
You
your
know something?
toe.
You know what? Don't call me anymore.
When you broke your
Don't-
toe, I was there.
You know what, Andrea? Don't call me anymore. You know when
No,
you
you don't call me.
No, you don't
call
Call
me.
me January 2nd.
You don't call
me January 2nd.
I hate you.
January
You ruined my
2nd.
life.
January 2nd. When's Valentine's Day, Shauna?
February 14th.
Call me January 2nd, and not a minute before when?
February 14th.
February 14th.
You know what? I've been banging my ex-husband this entire time, and he's gonna kick your ass.
I knew you were a whore.
He's
Goodbye.
a cop.
Goodbye. I just saved $30,000. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You pick the day when she can't be with you, and you make that an issue. You break up, get you through the holidays, and then you have a brief little fucking rekindle in January, and make sure.
How do
for
you
God's
get
sake,
back in January?
You tell her how much you miss her.
And she believes you?
Always.
Well, what this? Okay, so September did. Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And then you have another fight that is a spillover from the holiday fight at the end of January. You get back by St. Patrick's Day because St. Patrick's Day doesn't cost you a fucking dime. And you meet her in a bar on St. Patrick's Day, and you get hammered, and you bang her again. And that gets you through the whole summer, and you do the same thing year after year after year.
You like how I ruined Chauncey's fantasy by having the girlfriend with the kids?
Yeah.
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 Most of my girlfriends have kids. If I had a girlfriend, she'd have kids. That's how you do it.
That's not a bad plan, actually.
It's not a bad plan.
No.
But and I know everybody's laughing, and you think, well, please, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Everybody's saying that except for the guy that has a girlfriend that's cheating on his wife, and his wife doesn't know. That guy says, you know what? Chauncey's making a lot of sense right now, and now is the time. Now is the time.
I got a buddy. I don't know if I told you, but he'll have serious relationships. Like he'll meet a girl and date him for a couple of years, but in between, he hires escorts, and he'll see like a girl to get serious with, but like he doesn't deal with the one night stands. He just hires escorts, and like he has his regular escorts that he brings out on dates.
If
with
I
him.
had that kind of money,
Oh yeah, this guy has.
If you have that kind of money, that's a different ball game.
I mean, he's making
rich guys can do that. When you're poor, you get the psycho bitches that fall in love with you.
Yeah, this guy's making almost $1 million a year.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about me personally. I'm talking about people like me, of course.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
What age, like, do you think is the best age to have like an affair with, like a woman to have an affair with, like 33, 34, right?
18.
No, because
18. Andrew.
No, it's not.
18.
It's not. It's not.
When was the last time you were with an 18-year-old? Do you know what an 18-year-old's body looks and smells like?
Yeah, sure.
I don't care if you're 75.
Yeah,
There's nothing
it's
better.
A lot. I remember probably better than you.
I bet you don't.
It was like 50 years ago for you.
It was like a month ago for me. So it was actually like 3 months ago for me, unfortunately. There's nothing like an 18-year-old's body. Nothing in life. It's like what do they call that meat when the calf hangs from a belt and they cut it open?
Are you talking about Kobe beef?
Yeah, Kobe beef. Like
I love your screwed up analogy.
When you have sex with an 18-year-old, it's like her feet have never touched the ground. It's like she dangles from the ceiling by belts. The second a woman's feet touch the ground, she's damaged goods. I think
21, 22 is a good age. 23 is a great age.
It's a good age, but let me tell you something. 18 is a better age.
Yeah, Jess was 19. She had just turned 19 when we started dating.
That's not bad.
No.
19 is not bad.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it in life.
When she turned 20 on her 20th birthday, I told her it's time to trade her in.
Yeah, there's not. When you're with what is the oldest woman you've ever been with in your life?
Okay, so this is actually interesting. It sounds really young. It's going to be really young, but if you look at how old,
you're gonna die when I tell you mine.
No, I know it's probably going to be like crazy, but
it's gonna be crazy.
I was 16 and she was 24. That's a big gap. That's a huge gap. And she was Chauncey. When I tell you, like like every guy has that 1 to 10 scale. Like every guy has like the 1 to 10.
Yeah.
She's the 10 on that scale.
She was so beautiful.
She was just. I mean.
And you thought she was old.
No,
at 24.
I didn't think she was old. I thought she was like.
So I'm going to re-ask this question again to you.
It was a bizarre.
So what you're telling me, Andrew? What you're telling me?
That was
the oldest woman you've ever been with.
You're talking 8 years for a 16-year-old.
Andrew, the oldest woman you've ever been with is 24 years old. Seriously?
No, well, that's the biggest. I mean,
Andrew, what is the old? It's not a complicated question.
Jess, probably.
I'm sorry, we're not.
20,
we're not as old as you, so it's different.
Do you know what?
26, 25.
It's not a matter of how old we are. I'm saying how old you. What's the oldest guy you've hooked up with, Shauna?
Just like a year older than I was. So
You're
it's
insane. So you have no interest in being with like a 70-year-old man?
None whatsoever.
You know what the oldest woman?
Can we guess?
Take a guess.
61. Well, how old were you?
That doesn't matter.
No, it does matter.
It does.
It does.
Why?
We're talking about an age gap. We're talking age gap.
Actually, we're not talking age gap. We're talking the oldest woman you've ever been with. We're not talking
because
age gap. That's another conversation.
But I could be your kid. I'm old enough to be your kid. Like,
how old are you?
Yeah,
27.
I'm definitely.
So I'm 28. So you're saying that you're saying I could have had you when I was 1 year old.
Yeah.
That's insanity. The oldest woman I ever was with. I don't want to. If I say, I'll say her age, but I won't say her name because she's famous.
Is she like?
I've been with two very old famous women.
Okay.
And let's see if you can guess. Or I'll see if you can guess who they are. One was in her late 50s, and one was in her mid 60s.
How long ago was this?
The one in her mid 60s was 10 years ago.
So she's in her mid 70s now.
Yeah. And the one in her 50s was about 10 years ago.
How famous are they?
One was nominated for an Academy Award.
Okay, but did not win.
Did not win, but was nominated for an Academy Award. The other one has a very famous daughter who I think has won an Academy Award.
Okay. Kate Hudson's mother.
No.
Which is Goldie Hawn.
No.
That was close, though. That was a good one.
And I got to tell you something. Let me just say this. That both were maybe the two best sexual experiences I've ever had in my entire life. Literally, the best sex I've ever had in my entire life. Both of these, one was in her late 50s, one was in her mid 60s, and the sex was off the fucking charts.
One of the viewers asked if it was Sharon Osbourne.
No.
Oh,
I'm surprised you can't guess.
No.
Seriously, you can't
Are you talking
guess.
about what's her name? From. Is it like? Is it like?
I like his thinking sound. Yeah.
Greg Brady.
No.
You talking about? How
It was
about
a woman.
The woman from the Brady Bunch. What's her name?
Oh no, Florence Henderson.
Yeah.
No, no, you can't guess.
B. Arthur.
No, you really can't guess. One
No.
was nominated for an Academy Award and lost.
What year?
Was she nominated for the
Yeah,
Academy Award?
yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know. Somewhere in the early '90s, late '80s.
Oh, is it like an A-list celebrity?
Well, she was nominated for the Academy Award, so that makes you rise to a different level.
What do I know about the early '90s?
You really can't
I know
guess.
Power
You don't-
Rangers and.
All right, so you know what? Then you don't
No, I have no
deserve.
clue.
Then you don't deserve to know.
Oh, I need to know now.
No, you don't.
So early '90s, older woman. She was nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
child won an
Wild sex. Both of them. One was in one. Her daughter is ridiculously famous.
How young? How old is the
Insanely
daughter?
famous. 30s.
In her 30s.
Famous beyond belief. Famous beyond belief. And I banged her mother over and over and over again.
Okay.
And how many guys have stuck their penis inside
think I know who
an
it is.
Academy Award nominee?
I think I know who it is. I'm gonna look
Tell me. You're so crazy. While you're looking it up, I want to move on to other things because we need. What do we need again, Andrew? Structure? Segments. Can we do another segment about my brother's dead ashes? I'd like to do a weekly segment on the Chaunce Hayden Show.
No, she's not old enough. I was gonna say Angelina Jolie's mom.
Oh, you're so no. Come on, you're
I'm
not
off.
even in the ballpark.
Not close, okay.
dude. You can't guess. I'm actually shocked that you can't guess.
John Voight. You banged John.
Although I will say this, Angelina Jolie did kill my girlfriend.
Yes.
We know that.
Yeah. Allegedly.
No, she killed her.
Well.
No. Well, she allegedly killed her when she asked her to buy heroin
Yes.
for her,
Yeah.
gave her debit card, and when she bought the drugs with her debit card, she injected them into her body and died. So she allegedly killed her. Allegedly supplied
Yes.
my girlfriend with her debit card, thus killing my girlfriend with heroin.
Thank you for preventing me from being sued.
Yeah, you're welcome. Allegedly. This all happened allegedly. And she allegedly called me to apologize the very next day. And allegedly said she would pay for the funeral, never did. So, you give
Joan
up.
Rivers.
I didn't say 90.
No, Joan is in her
No.
80s now. Early 80s. Shauna, you have somebody.
Who do you think, Shauna?
No, I don't have anybody.
You guys, can I tell you something? As much as I bust your balls and I make fun of you guys, this shocks me. It shocks me that you're not even in the ballpark. I fucked 2 aging celebrities who were in the papers all the time. One, her daughter is super fucking famous. The other one was nominated for an Academy Award and lost. And you can't fucking even get close to guessing who I'm talking about? Seriously? For real?
I'm just gonna start throwing names out there.
Throw them out.
Susan Sarandon.
No.
I was going to say so.
Diane Keaton.
No. You can't guess?
Glenn Close.
No.
Drew Barrymore's mom. Drew Barrymore's mom.
What?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Really?
Are you referring to Jade Barrymore?
Jade Barrymore.
Who was on the cover of Playboy?
Yes.
So my next segment is this. I'd like to talk about my brother's dead ashes.
Didn't she go out and start like bashing Drew at one point? She wasn't nominated for an Academy Award.
I didn't say she was.
You said.
I said one of the women were nominated for an Academy Award.
Oh, okay. So that's the one that wasn't.
You're so smart sometimes that I can't even fucking believe it.
Yeah.
When you throw your intelligence at me like that, I actually
Is the
have
other
to
one
duck.
Judy Garland?
No.
No. So we got one down, Shauna.
Who's the other one?
Well, you got that one.
Who's the other one? Come on. Try. Come on, you can do it. You're
Jamie
so
Lee
close.
Curtis.
No, come on, do it.
Oh God, was it the
Do it.
that
Do it.
the twins'
No,
mom?
no, do it. Make it happen.
Oh.
Make it happen. What Academy Award nominee who didn't win, who's in her 70s now, that I have crazy sex with? Make it happen. No, come on. Before we talk about my brother's dead ashes, please. Please. Really? Nothing?
Oh, I got it.
All right, talking to the mic.
Gwyneth Paltrow's mom.
No. No. You've already guessed the celebrity's mom's mom. Now we're talking about the Academy Award nominee.
Oh, this one isn't a mom. Okay.
Holy shit! Are you even listening to the show?
No, I don't know. You confused the shit out of me.
You
I don't
guessed.
know.
You guessed. Can I give you her initials?
Yes, please.
SK. Look at the little typing. I can actually hear you guys typing on your keyboards. While you're doing that, can I talk about my brother's dead ashes?
Sure, just don't expect us to listen. We're busy.
All right. So my brother passed away in May. 1 year older than me. Freaking me out. I think I'm going to die of the same way, just watching TV and just dying. My mother has his ashes, and my mother is trying to get me to take those ashes to Yankee Stadium to spread them over the field. And she thinks that somehow I'm such a celebrity that I have some sort of pull at Yankee Stadium that I can call the people at Yankee Stadium and say, I want to take my brother's urn and toss it onto the field.
Now, I don't know much about your relationship with your family. Are you close to your mom?
Yes.
Does she know what you do for a living?
Yes.
Does she think you're much larger than you are?
She thinks she thinks I'm bigger than Howard Stern.
Yeah.
She thinks I'm huge. What point do you try and tell your grieving mother that you can't call Yankee Stadium and say, I'm coming here with my dead brother's ashes, I'm going to dump them on the field? I don't think they go. Am I wrong? They don't go for that, do they? I keep lying to my mother and saying, oh, yeah, I keep leaving messages and they haven't called me back. I think the only way to make this happen is to get a seat by field level and take the ashes and dump them on.
Just dump them.
And just dump them.
You going to do it?
I don't know. It's so creepy
that
to
is
me.
creepy.
It's creepy, right? My poor
It's
mother,
morbid, yeah.
It's morbid. My poor mother thinks that I'm the guy. I own the city. She thinks her son is so famous and such a big celebrity interviewer that I can just go to Yankee Stadium. Not when they're playing, like in the middle of the afternoon, walk into the stadium, take the ashes, and say, I'm Chauncey. No, guys, no, it's okay. I'm Chauncey. It's all right. It's all right, everybody. I'm Chauncey. I got my brother's dead ashes here. No,
I'm going to put it all over the field.
I'm gonna walk down to the field now and just go at home plate and just drop. No. It's Chauncey. It's Chauncey. It's okay. And I'm just gonna drop them onto the field. How do I tell my mother that I'm nobody and that the Yankees aren't gonna be real thrilled about me going onto the field?
I'm sure the Mets would let you.
The Mets will let you, but
Yeah.
I don't. But my brother's last wish was to be spread over Yankee Stadium.
That's a big wish.
This is my plan.
It's like wishing for world peace.
Right. So here's my plan, and I want everyone's opinion. All 100, or we dropped down to 99 people. This is my plan for people watching the show, and I want your opinion. I'm going to take the ashes from my mother, and I'm going to say, Mom, the Yankees have agreed to do this. However, they can only let me into the stadium because they have certain protocol. And that I'm going to have to do it on my own, and you won't be able to attend this moment. But I will take them, and I will spread them over the field. Get the ashes, and throw them in the garbage.
Yeah, I mean,
what are you going to do? Am I wrong?
I mean, that's a big wish, and your mom, she thinks that you... Does she think anybody would be able to pull it off, or does she think it's because of you?
Because of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big thing to wish.
Yeah, that's a big thing to wish. So that's my plan. I'm going to
Sally Fields.
SK.
Oh, no.
So that's my plan, is to take the ashes from my mother's house, say I'm driving to Yankee Stadium. When you look at that pitcher's mound, know that Tommy is spread all over that mound. And I'll just throw him out of the car or throw him in the dumpster or just get rid of him. Am I wrong? Or my mother...
Would she believe you?
Absolutely.
Does she, maybe she knows when you're lying?
No, she'll believe me. She'll think that's what happened.
I mean, that's not that awful. That's really not that awful.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that's awful. I would do that.
That's my plan.
It's a good plan.
You don't think I'm a scumbag?
No.
Shauna?
I think I always think you're a scumbag.
You know what? What is it? And Shauna, I'm going to ask you to be honest for a second. What is it like driving home with me after one of these shows? Like you must be so repulsed when you drive home with me. Like what is it like when you hear? Because I'm telling it the way I see things. You're such a morally good person. What is it like when I take you home at night? Tell the people that are watching. Tell all 92 people that are watching.
I mean, I don't know. I just keep my comments to myself most of the time, and then I go home and cry.
What was the worst thing I've ever done that made you the most upset when you got home where you couldn't sleep? It was so upsetting to you.
2 weeks ago.
No, that's probably the closest, but that didn't really like upset me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like there's plenty of stories like you killing animals and stuff that bother me.
When I took the turtle's feet and I twisted them with pliers.
That's awful.
We don't need to replay.
You never heard that story, Andrew?
Yeah, we don't need.
It was awful. It was awful. But I've said that was I've apologized. Like I think that's awful. Like I'm not proud of that moment. I don't brag about that moment.
I know.
But that was the most repulsive moment.
Probably, but I feel like a lot of guys do those things. So.
When you're young and you
Yeah.
do stupid things.
Yeah, you do. So I don't know. It just bits and pieces here and there. They just keep adding up.
Like
I got it.
what?
Shirley Knight.
Who's Shirley Knight?
Oh.
I haven't heard of Shirley Knight.
SK. 60s and 70s actress.
And she was nominated for the Academy Award?
I don't know about that.
Well, do your homework. This woman was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actress. Look at Andrew. Look at him. You really want to know, don't you?
I really want to know too.
Come on, tell us.
And she owes me $200, by the way. I banged her, and she owes me $200. Oh, I'm going to give you a hint. You ready? She dated Bob Dylan.
Dated Bob Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Like a documented dating Bob
Oh, yeah.
Dylan?
Was his girlfriend. Yeah. Look at him go. Now he's typing. What are you typing? Bob Dylan, the Google girlfriend? Bob Dylan, comma, girlfriend? SK?
Bob Dylan.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So...
It's going to drive me nuts. You know what the worst thing you could ever do?
What?
It would have
What?
been just say SK and never tell me. I would die.
But you're not going to guess anyway.
No, I'll find it now.
You won't.
Yeah, I will.
Can I go on with the show?
No, go on.
While you're looking? All right. So here's the other segment of the show. I'm grossly out of shape. Grossly out of shape. In fact, I would say over the last 28 years I've been alive, I'm going to be 29 in March, that I've never have been this out of shape. And it all stems from my depression and my suicide attempt back in March. Or May. When was it? Shauna, I tried to kill myself. May?
I don't know. Wasn't that like last week?
It was May.
May I tried to kill myself. So I have not done anything since then except lay on the couch, curl up in a ball, and drink shots of tequila.
You know when I knew it was bad? When you told me that you can't even mow your lawn, and I know you take great pride in your
I
lawn.
couldn't mow my lawn. This whole summer, and I swear to Jesus this is true, this whole summer I haven't left I go home from work, I curl up in a ball, I do shots of tequila, and I curl up and I watch Netflix. So, I've been getting better lately. I've been feeling like the life has been coming back into me again. As Charlie Sheen would say, that tiger blood. I'm feeling it. I'm starting to feel alive again. So, but the damage is done. I'm so grossly out of shape. I mean, you can't, at my age, at 28, lay in bed all day and do nothing for several months and then start to be active again. It's life-threatening. It's a dangerous thing. So I thought, this is what I'm going to do to try and get myself back. I'm going to step out of my home, and I'm going to start walking. I'm going to walk.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to walk. So last week, I took my first steps, and after several months of literally not taking more than 10 steps a day, because my home is a mile from my office, and I take like 8 steps into my office.
You drive in?
Yeah. and I haven't moved. I haven't done anything. So I seriously, grossly out of shape. So I started to walk. And this is the honest to God truth. I'm walking down the street after about 800 yards, and I tore a muscle in my chest walking. My boobs bouncing back and forth in my chest from walking, ripped from my breastbone, and I tore a muscle from my breastbone. So I got injured walking about 800 yards.
How much weight have you gained since like?
Haven't weighed myself, but it's not good.
But like you've gained since I met you.
Yeah, I think so.
Last November.
I think so. I've been so inactive. It's so. I mean, not just there's sedentary and then there's sedentary. I'm telling you that the picture on your wall is more active than than me. I don't do anything. And I don't mean not do anything. I don't do anything. Like I don't lift anything up. I don't walk. I don't do. For me to stand up and walk to the bathroom is like the marathon. It's insane for me to do that much activity. That's how little I do.
But you are active. I mean,
no.
Listen, and I rib on you all the time, but I mean, you're not a 20-year-old. You're in great shape, and you look great for your age.
I'm not in great shape. I'm telling you, I'm in bad shape. Really.
So what's holding you together?
I'm in deadly shape. Deadly shape.
No, you're not.
Well, here we go. I'm gonna.
I guess Dr. Clapper did a great job on you, though.
Here we go. Do I look that good to you?
Yeah, your face looks great, actually.
I
noticed it last week. I said, "Oh, it looks really
your
good."
face looks good too.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can leave if you guys.
Did I
need
do the
me
winky
to.
thing at you?
Not
Did I do
yet,
this?
but
Because that's like my thing.
I'm hoping it starts.
Like if I see a girl in the bar, like I'll start squinting. It's like a weird, creepy thing I do.
Why are you squinting at girls when you're married?
No, I'm when I would.
Remember, Andrew.
You're the only girl I squint at.
Remember,
now,
Andrew.
Yeah.
Next 2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks.
All right. So I tore my breastplate muscle while I'm walking down the street. So I knew this is bad. If you can get that hurt walking down the street, you got troubles. But I wasn't willing to give up. So I took an ace bandage the next night and I wrapped it around my chest. I actually took an ace bandage.
You're like a pro wrestler.
Yeah, I'm like a wrestler. I wrapped ace bandages around my chest so I could continue my little 1 mile walk at about 3 miles an hour around my block. And I'm walking. I'm not even lying. This is so fucking true. It's so sad. I'm walking down the street, and this is not even a joke. And you guys are gonna laugh, and I'm scared. I'm really scared. I do a 1.5 mile walk. Okay, really slow, like old lady slow. And I get to the end of my block, and I think, and this is the weird thing about walking, because how do you walk down from a walk? You know when you jog, and then when you're done jogging, you walk it off?
Yeah.
When you walk, how do you walk off a walk? Because I'm walking really slow. So now I'm trying to come down from my walk. My heart's beating fast, and I'm trying to come down from walking. I can't go any slower than walking. So what do? So I go down into the block, and I make the turn to come back down the end of the block to my house. And I fainted.
Oh, boy.
Where? Like in the street?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Honest, on my mother's life, I made the turn. I'm heading down. My house is on the corner end of the block, so I have to go down the whole block to get back to my house. I made the turn, and I fainted. And I was like, my cell phone went flying. Everything goes flying, and I'm laying there on someone's lawn for God knows how long. What the fuck happened where I turned around and I fainted just walking 1.5 miles? So I come to, I get back on my feet.
How long were you out?
I don't know. I swear to God, I don't know. I was down. 1 second I was standing up, and the next second...
Somebody in chat room has the answer.
What?
Sally Kirkland.
We have a winner.
Yeah. Look at that. Chicago Dave. Good for
We have a
you.
winner.
Yay.
That was good.
We have a winner.
You win nothing.
And Sally, I want my $200 fucking dollars. It took you that long to figure it out?
I didn't figure it out. The chat room.
Yeah. Sally and Kirkland and I were very close at one point.
Neither. I'm going to Google image search her right now.
You know what's so funny is that Shauna's saying, so who's Sally Kirkland?
That is what I'm saying. I'm Google
You've
image
never heard of
searching
Sally
her.
Kirkland?
Maybe if I see
what
her
the
face.
fuck, really?
Maybe if
the
I
movie Anna, Academy Award nominee, Anna,
Sorry.
Paulina Polva-Sikorsky, whatever her name is, who won the Academy Award, her co-star in Anna.
Sorry, I guess I never
I've
saw
never
it.
heard of her or the movie.
You never heard of Sally Kirkland?
No.
Wait, Andrew, get to the mic. Honestly.
Never heard of her. Never heard of her.
All right.
Not even the movie.
She was one of the biggest stars on the Howard Stern show for about 15 years. You never heard of Sally Kirkland, who was...
What year? What year? You're talking 90s. You're talking like
I'm
mid
talking
90s.
all through the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, no, that's
You
before my
never
time.
heard of Sally Kirkland.
She was the waitress in Bruce Almighty? That's all you had to say to me?
Yeah.
Sally Kirkland is one of the greatest actors. Did you ever see Roseanne, the sitcom?
Yes.
You remember the kid who played the boyfriend, who's now on that Genius show on CBS?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Genius show.
Yeah, CBS. Monday nights. Come on, 8 o'clock.
The what?
Is that Big Bang Theory?
Yeah,
yeah,
Big Bang
yeah.
Theory. The kid, the star with the glasses.
Yeah.
Remember when he was on Roseanne? And
Yeah,
he played,
dated Becky.
he played Sarah, what's her name?
Becky's...
Becky, no, not Becky, the other one, the ugly one.
Oh,
the
the
lesbian.
lesbian.
One. Well, Sally Kirkland
He was
played...
David. He was David, yeah.
Yeah, Sally Kirkland played his mother.
Oh, the drunk.
Yes!
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 Now I remember her.
Yes! I
See,
gotta talk in simple terms.
I got all thrown off because she has long hair and boobs. So I couldn't see it.
I'm so old. I'm at 28. I'm so old. At 28, it's over for me. Anyway,
Great body on her.
yeah. Oh, she was Sally Kirkland was gorgeous. Sally Kirkland, her father started Life magazine, by the way,
Yeah, and that's why she's all over Life.
and she did a Broadway play completely naked. Like Sally Kirkland was a sex symbol of the '60s, major sex symbol of the '60s. Bob Dylan was obsessed with Sally Kirkland. Obsessed.
What happened to her?
She met me.
Don't you know that's how the story always goes downhill?
They meet
Wow,
me, and
she
everything
looked great in the 80s,
I know.
too.
I know.
Even older, she looked good. I'm
that's
looking
what-
at a picture from her from 88.
I know. Hey, listen, she was hot as hell when I banged her. Hot as fucking hell.
Looks good.
What?
No, nothing.
What?
I don't know how you
Shauna's
can nod
looking
your
at
way
me.
into this.
Shauna's looking at me with that face like, you loser, you old loser.
You're
No.
banging.
Who have you banged? What celebrities have you banged, Shauna? What famous people have you banged? Have you banged John Mellencamp? I don't think so.
No, because I'm usually in a relationship, and unlike you, I don't really go around cheating on people. So
Well, I think you need to grow up and start. How's that working
Oh,
out for you?
is that how I become
How is
adult?
that working out for you?
that how I become
That
an
is like your
adult?
bar mitzvah. That is like your bar mitzvah into adulthood.
All
When you
right.
start having sex with older people,
oh, okay,
my age.
Yeah.
28.
Not
Andrew-
everybody.
But that would only be a year older than me.
Or
so
Andrew's age.
he is my age.
Oh,
If you're 28, that's a year older.
older
than me,
guys like
so-
28, my age.
Okay.
So anyway, are you happy now? Are you satisfied?
I'm so happy.
We can now go to see.
Those are
Was
two
it-
good picks,
Was that the
though.
show tonight?
Those are two good picks.
I know.
Really good picks.
I know.
Drew Barrymore's mom
My life is an interesting
and,
life.
and Sally Kirkland.
My life.
I was close with Sally Fields. I got the Sally right.
Actually, no, that's a whole nother level.
Sally Fields.
Yeah, no. Sally Fields is
Oh.
better bragging than.
I think Sally Fields still like I
Flying
I
Nun?
find her now
Imagine
I find
banging her
her
as
so
the-
attractive.
Imagine banging her as the flying nun. Remember how cute she was on the flying nun?
What was that? What was that other movie she
Gidget,
did with?
Gidget.
No, with the guy with the mustache.
Oh, the guy with the mustache.
Yeah.
Sure, what's he talking about?
I don't know. I only
No,
know
when
Mrs.
she was
Doubtfire.
Gidget, she was hot as hell.
She looked great in that show she just did. With
Well, now she does the bone commercials.
yeah, the
for
bone
the rotting,
commercial.
the rotting
She
bones.
looks great for the rotting
For the
osteoporosis.
rotting bones.
She,
Yeah.
she was great in Mrs. Doubtfire.
No,
everybody.
the flying nun. She was so hot. She looked like Andrew in a nun outfit.
She always had, but you know what she has? She's cute.
Cute, and that's why I like.
She's cute.
I
Yeah,
love cute.
she's
I love
mousy.
cute. I love mousy cute. I love petite, zero boobs, mousy, A cup cute. I like my women to be 85 pounds, so skinny that it looks like they're 6-year-olds.
Boniva. The Boniva commercials. And everybody in the chat happens to know the Boniva commercials.
commercials. But you people, you don't realize the Flying Nun. Have you ever seen an episode of the Flying
I have.
Nun? Sean, have you?
yes.
On
Really?
Naked Night.
Yeah.
Flying Nun, the Flying Nun, she was so smoking hot. So smoking hot. And that dude, that Puerto Rican dude, had that crush on her. And how wrong was that? Because he wanted to fuck the shit out of her. That guy, Carlos, whatever his name was, wanted to bang her. And he couldn't because she was a nun. But he was banging her. Like, he was, but they couldn't say because it was the 60s and they couldn't admit to it. But he was totally fucking the shit out of her. And his name was Carlos. He was a Puerto Rican banging a cute little American nun. It was so wrong.
By the way, the
Everything
movie I
wrong.
was talking about, the guy with the mustache, Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh.
Smokey and the
Yeah,
Bandit.
yeah. She looked great in
Burt
that
Reynolds.
movie. Yeah. The guy with the mustache. There you go.
Burt Reynolds is so
Burt
hot.
Reynolds is a guy with a mustache.
The guy with the mustache.
You're on that level?
Yep.
Burt Reynolds is a guy with a mustache.
I don't watch movies. Too much of a commitment. I get agitated.
Have you watched any TV shows? The new TV shows?
Yeah, I do.
The new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite show is, actually? I tweeted about it. The Good Wife. Such a good show.
I masturbate to the commercial.
Such a good show.
The commercial is my life story. The trailer, the 30-second trailer is my life story.
Is your life story.
It's my life story. I know who I just interviewed?
Who?
Poppy Montgomery.
I love her.
She is so
She just did a
smoking
spread with
hot.
what magazine did she just do? She's like half
Maxim?
naked. Yeah.
She
She's
did
like
Maxim.
half naked.
I just spent the whole afternoon with her.
She's great.
Red hair, ginger.
I love
and
her.
So nice.
Nice
so
raspy voice.
Raspy voice. Poppy Montgomery. Cool as hell. Two broke girls.
Yeah,
You know who I love? All right, know what? All right.
Okay, did you watch it?
Nope.
Did you watch
Yes,
it?
I did. Yes,
I
did.
did.
Can I, every review that I saw said the same. They said
Positive.
no. They said the show is great if it wasn't a sitcom. The sitcom ruins the show.
Yeah, but you know what? Know what drives me crazy about that show? The dark-haired girl. You remember House Bunny?
Yes.
My favorite with Anna. What's her face?
Faris.
You remember the girl that was like the short, black-curled, spunky one?
Yeah.
That's the girl in the sitcom Two Broke Girls. I had a crush on her since that movie. She is something about her drives me out of my fucking mind.
Are you interviewing her? Get her on the show.
I'm gonna get her on the show.
Yeah.
She's hot as hell, and she
I
gained
like
weight,
her
and she
too.
gained weight.
I like her too.
But are we all watching all these fucking shows? The Playboy Club, Heart of Dixie.
By the way, the
Terra
Playboy
Nova,
Club. I have
Man
the guy
Up.
David Krumholtz from the show. He's coming on the show. I interviewed him a couple of months ago.
Of course, he's a dude, man.
He's from. I
Dude.
went to middle school. Same middle school as him.
He's
Him and Lon are friends. Lon taught him.
What is he talking about, Shauna?
Lon, the bald guy on the show.
No.
You know Lon.
Is he talking about his show
Yeah.
on our show?
No, I'm not bringing him on your
Is
show.
he talking about his show on our show?
I'm not bringing on your show. No,
Just check, Shauna. Just tell me really quick. Is he talking about his show on our show?
I don't know.
All right, because I think he's giving himself a plug on our show.
I think so too.
And it's really our show, and he shouldn't be talking about his show when he's doing our show. But I think he is. I think he feels because he's home that he can plug his own show when he's on our show and we're doing our show.
I think it's okay because you're in his chair.
I'm sitting in his chair drinking his wine, so it might be okay. But I'm not so really sure, so I'm trying to decide right now if I should be mad or not. Because he keeps trying to get plugs in for his own show. But we're in his house drinking his food and wine.
We're drinking your food.
We're drinking your food. We're drinking your food, which is a really fucked up thing to say because you can't really drink food. Because you really can't drink food. But I said it anyway, so I really don't know what to do right now.
Excellent. I talk to Adriana Curry every now and then. We tweet all the time.
You talk to everybody. You
Yeah.
talk to the mother of my child. You talk to everybody. Anyways,
Anyway.
man up, body of proof, free agents, up all night, Suburgatory, The Middle, Happy Endings, Ringer,
Are you watching the Ringer? I
The
heard
New
was
Girl,
good.
Whitney.
I love
Whitney.
New Girl.
Whitney,
Oh,
who
by the-
actually wrote Two Broke Girls. Whitney Cummings. You know,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Who
Hey, do you
actually
really? Really? You think? Yeah.
How successful?
her.
How successful do
Very
you have to be
successful.
where you actually wrote a hit series, but yet you're also starring in another hit series? Whitney Cummings, How to Be a Gentleman, The Secret Circle, A Gifted Man, X Factor, Pan Am. I have to know all these fucking shows. How can I find the time to watch all these shows?
You have to watch it all.
I can't.
You should get an
I can't.
intern. Get an
Why-
intern.
I think you should wait a couple episodes because you know a lot of them are just going to be dropped.
Poppy Montgomery is
Yeah,
the only one I watch.
yeah.
Unforgiven, which is a great show on CBS.
Sarah Michelle Gellar has a new show.
Ringer.
Yeah, Ringer.
Yay, C-dubs.
She's back. Buffy's back.
You know, there's so many shows. There's so many shows. There's so many people. My job, I'm not allowed to mention the place I work, but my job is to interview these stars, these female stars. And people say, how do you do it? How do you do it? There's 10,000. There's so many. Do you know it's so easy now?
How do you do? I mean, I imagine, and tell me if I'm wrong. I imagine you email them like 5,000 times over and over and over and over and over again until they finally say yes.
No,
that's how I imagine it.
There was a period of time when that was true, and I'll tell you how when it started for me. Well, I'm 28 now, so it started for me like 6 years ago. When it started for me, there were only magazines. There were no blogs. There was no internet. So when you said cover story, I could get anybody to talk to me. Anybody. Yeah. Because there were like 6 magazines and no internet. So if you told a publicist who was getting paid $10,000 a month by a celebrity to do a cover story, it didn't matter. They didn't even care. I could travel the world. I could call a resort in Jamaica and say, I want to come there for a week and do a story on you. Bang. I had a ticket the next day and I went to Jamaica. It was a different world. Now, because there's 10,000 blogs, 10,000 websites, 10,000 TV shows, when you approach a 21-year-old celebrity and say that you want to do a cover story for a magazine you work for, they're like, I fucking care. I just got 10,000 requests from all over the world. You're nothing. So it got really hard. But now I'm finding that the tide has changed. That there's so many TV shows that there's more TV shows and actors than blogs. So I'm actually ahead of the game again, where now I just tell Poppy Montgomery. Would you say she's a big star?
Oh, huge.
I expected such a fast no. I sent that request for an interview with her as an automatic no. That was like, I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Let me get an automatic no. I couldn't believe.
That's you.
Dan. I couldn't believe that she said yes. Not only did she say yes, but she spent an hour with me.
Where'd you do the interview?
Cool. In the city, Manhattan.
Oh, cool.
Because they do the show out of Queens.
Yeah.
They actually do it right here in Queens.
Oh, see, maybe she would come to Queens.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
You know what, Andrew? I got a feeling if she did the show in your attic,
she wouldn't come down.
She wouldn't come downstairs to do the show. That's my gut feeling. That if she did your show in your attic,
she wouldn't be coming down.
She would not come down and do your show here in the living room.
You think she'll come to Sapphires?
Oh, I know she will.
Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, look how confident that was. Let's see if it goes through.
Let's see.
Anyway, listen, we're running out of time.
Why don't you invite Michael Lohan?
Oh, please don't.
Yeah. Why don't you invite Michael?
Yeah, you want to?
And then you could demand a $5,000 limo ride.
Yeah.
From Pennsylvania to the Hamptons.
Want to? Want to? All right.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Sure. Anyway, I want to. Are we out of time?
Yes.
I want to thank my producer, Shauna Thompson, holier than thou, Shauna Thompson, who does nothing wrong. I want to thank my boss, Andrew Zarian, who allowed us into his humble abode.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for
served us pasta on paper plates with no nice forks and napkins.
And this was the last week
and cheap
for the
wine.
show.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
That's good wine.
The actual wine says Barefoot Most Awarded California Wine Brand.
It's a very good wine.
Priced under $15.
Yeah, it's a good wine.
Nothing but the best.
I bought a case. I have 16 bottles.
Under $15 with a bare foot on the cover.
By the way, if you go to Sapphires and you buy that wine, they're going to charge you $50.
I say they charge us nothing.
The best, they don't charge us anything.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Who saved the show? Who
you're
saved
welcome.
the show?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh boy.
So, by the way, what happened with Apple computers?
Oh yeah,
that's great. Anyway,
that.
so listen, we're going to be back next week. We're going to talk.
Now you'll never know.
We're going to talk about.
Chauncey's been asking me for a week now. What happened with Apple? I won't tell him.
We're going to talk about the big giant deal that Andrew just signed with Apple Computers that he refuses to tell me every day. Hey, Andrew, what happened to Apple Computers? Oh, it's huge. And then it's like 20 minutes go by. Well, what happened? I'll get back to you later. The next day, Andrew, wow, it's wild. What happened to Apple Computers? Oh my God, it's so big. 20 minutes go by. Andrew, what happened? I'll get back to you. Andrew, what happened? This is our relationship.
This was and I tried explaining it to him.
Andrew's way of explaining the big deal.
We signed a partnership agreement. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
I don't even know what it means. I don't even know.
You don't know what it means.
That's what he said to me when I asked, because I was like, "How'd your meeting go?" And he told me that. And you know what? You know what? I said, "Congratulations," because I'm never gonna understand what.
Did you even know you were congratulating?
It sounds huge. He's so crazy. You're a partner with Apple.
Shauna, he's so crazy.
Oh, this is coming from the guy that won't eat pasta on a paper plate
with no fork or knife and napkin.
It's all right, Shauna. Jess is gonna come down now, and we're gonna tell her.
I'm wacky.
Can we
I'm
please?
wacky.
We need to tape her punching him in the face.
I'm wacky.
She's gonna take a bowling junk punch to him.
Woo,
That's
I'm
what's gonna
wacky.
happen.
No food with no napkin. Food with no napkin, fork or knife. Woo! I'm crazy. Woo! I belong in a hospital. Woo! Anyways, so I want to thank my boss Andrew Zarian for hosting us tonight, and his wife,
Andrew.
his wife is upstairs masturbating, I'm sure, and his
I should
father's
go
in the
interrupt
basement
her.
masturbating, and I want to thank his little dog who shits blood all over the house, and we will be back from Sapphire because we'll never come here again next week. Good night.
Once a month.
Bye, everybody.
Good night. Goodbye.